Welcome to So You Want to Be a Geek, the podcast where we dive into the vibrant and ever-evolving world of geek culture. Whether you're a seasoned fan or just curious about what makes being a geek so special, join us as we explore everything from comics to movies, gaming, tech, sports, and everything in between. Each episode will bring you insights, interviews, and the latest news to fuel your passion and expand your horizon. So grab your favorite fandom and let's embark on this geeky adventure together. I'm Michael Canetti, and this is So You Want to Be a Geek. The views, ideas, and statements discussed on this episode of So You Want to Be a Geek are only meant for conversation purposes. This episode is not intended to provide investment or legal advice. If you're interested in investing in cryptocurrency, always do your own research. And now, let's get geeky. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back to another episode of So You Want to Be a Geek. And this time, we are getting super geeky about cryptocurrency. It's a topic that I have been around or exposed to since around 2009, and I still don't fully understand it. But we have a guest here today that is a cryptocurrency expert and in the industry. He's been doing this for a long time. I would like to welcome Matt Lapis. How are you, Matt?
Michael, an absolute pleasure to be here today.
Dude, I'm so excited about this to talk about it.
A lot of you, but you gotta be really careful.
And you gotta know who you're listening to, and they're not just like some Yahoo full of baloney. Like, I feel like sometimes people think of the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin as like that skit or the scene from Scarface where they're just like, the money is rolling through it. He's just like laughing, smoking cigars. Like, people think that that's what the world of it is, and it's so not that. It's this sort of deregulated, sort of free market kind of capitalism in a way, or something like that. I don't even know how to fully explain it in my own brain, but like I see it as just like a way of people to feel like they have more control over their money, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's, and then the word, so I guess the first thing, yes, you have to be very discerning about who you're listening to, which, by the way, for the record, just like every other crypto program, these statements are for entertainment purposes only. They are my own personal beliefs and not the reflections of my firm. So I would be remiss not to at least call that out, just like everybody else, for liability purposes.
It's all good. The one thing that I have, especially because we just recently had an election and currency is sort of like people are more worried about their money during an election year and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Does that have impacts on crypto as well? Like, you'll see like the value of it, or the people wanting to invest in it at certain times if there's economic upheaval and things like that as well, and government change and stuff?
So I think this is a very interesting cycle. I think that this is the time where we actually start getting rid of crypto winters. So where the fluctuation of interest in crypto waxes and wanes with the economy. I think personally that we are now going to see a trend of a progression upward. It may not be I'll tell you right now, it won't be as drastic as it has in the past, but it will progress upwards in a slow but steady state because of the legitimacy that has been handed down by the SEC, the approvals of the ETFs back in November 2023, right? So now there's more than 13 Bitcoin ETFs, the biggest of which is IBIT by BlackRock. The ETFs are now these ETFs are now available at every major financial investing institution. You can buy IBIT through Schwab, through TD, through any brokerage account. You can now buy Bitcoin ETF. Now, what's important about that is that the SEC, before granting permission to offer this to customers, they made one rule. It's called a spot Bitcoin ETF, meaning that it's not a synthetic ETF. Whereby in the past, people have offered securities without which are based off of the price of an asset. So it could be the Matt Lapis gold ETF, and I don't have to hold gold, but people can invest in my ETF, and as the price of gold goes up, then it will go up. Then the value of the investment will go up. But that's without me having to hold it. It's a derivative. So it's derivative based off of the price. The SEC said, telling you right now, you are not. They looked at BlackRock, they looked at Schwab, and I wasn't in the room, so this is, but
You're paraphrasing.
I'm paraphrasing because of you are to offer a spot Bitcoin ETF, meaning that for every cent that you take in from your investors, you must hold in Bitcoin. So if Matt Lapis invests $100 in the IBIT BlackRock ETF, you are going to go into the market and you're going to buy $100 of Bitcoin and you're going to self-custody it. You're going to hold that Bitcoin on your books. So as the price goes up, everybody wins. But if the price goes down, you have skin in the game.
Okay.
Because you're not going to leave your clients. You're not going to leave your clients in the lurch. It's not going to be another 2008 financial crisis where they were creating synthetic home equity loan based securities without holding things on their books. So
and like this is going to sound like a layman statement, but like
no, please.
But like a person that manages someone's Bitcoin money can't do a Bernie Madoff on somebody, essentially.
Correct. Right. Exactly. By federal law, they have to hold every single one. For every red cent that comes into BlackRock's hand from the street, they have to own every red cent in Bitcoin also on their books.
Okay. So I have one other question that I'm really curious about is when someone is trying to get into crypto, what would you recommend? What are some of the things that they should have?
Sure. So in addition to taking it slow, setting up an account with a reputable exchange like Coinbase, going with the big guys first, get a little bit of Bitcoin, a little Solana, Ethereum, not so much for me. That's just my own personal thing. And then looking into the use cases for all these other things that we've discussed today. Security. We've always talked about taking control over your financial destiny, for lack of a better phrasing. So the best way to do that is by getting yourself a really good digital wallet.
Okay.
Actually, a couple of samples here. The industry standard is this Ledger. So this is the Ledger wallet. This is the Ledger. All you have to do is plug in the USB device to your USB-C. You download the Ledger app. You're able to then move your coins from your Coinbase, your exchange, from that wallet, from your Coinbase wallet to your Ledger wallet. And now it is what we call cold storage. There's two types of storage. There's hot storage, which is a wallet that is connected to the internet.
Right.
And then there's something called cold storage. So you connect this to your computer through USB-C. You transfer it to your wallet, right? And then you disconnect it. And the only way for your coins to go from your Ledger wallet to back to your Coinbase or to anywhere else in the world, it must be connected, because this contains the private keys that will validate where the transaction is coming from. So that is the point. So it is super important. So there's Ledger, there is the Trezor. The Trezor just came out with a brand new wallet. It is unbelievable. It used to be this little box. Now it's touchscreen. It's got two-factor authentication, which is a massive thing. Make sure that whatever you do, your cold storage wallet is two-factor authentication. This is another one. This is called the Elapal, it looks like a little phone.
That's what I think you had a second phone. It was a work phone.
It looks like a little phone, but on the back, it has a camera that allows you to scan QR codes so you can send. It's that way you don't have to type in the wallets. The wallets are several alphanumeric codes, and if you get one of them wrong, it's gone forever. So the point of the code is that every single wallet, it could be a hot wallet, it could be a cold wallet, for you to send back and forth, or it can even be an app on your phone. And so going from Stripe, or your Stripe app, your Venmo, your PayPal, whatever, all you have to do is, if I wanted to send to you using that, you would click on the receive button and up would pop a QR code with
and I scan this camera.
I would use my Elapal to then scan that thing, and it would download automatically the wallet address, so there is no mistake whatsoever. That is the major advantage of a wallet like that.
Dude, I'm scared to hold this thing. I'm like, this is just, there's money in this thing. It's just
and the thing is that a huge word of warning. Make sure you don't make sure you not only write down your restoration keys. So you've heard all the stories about people who have been scouring British garbage dumps looking for their hard drives of 10,000 Bitcoin that they threw out from years ago. You've heard about people losing wallets. So when I mentioned earlier that there are 21 million Bitcoin ever going to be produced, there actually only going to be 19 million. They estimate around 2 million Bitcoin have been lost because of misplaced restoration codes, because of lost wallets, lost hard drives, et cetera, et cetera. So 2 million are
Just gone forever.
right off the top, making it an even more deflationary asset than what we've already discussed. So not only write them down, put them in your safe deposit box, and they offer these metal wallets that they're literally these metal folding wallets that you can secure down with. So as opposed to writing it down on a piece of paper that could, of course, get ruined, they've got metal wallets that you can pop out these little alphanumeric letters. You put them together, then you screw it down so that way, and then you put it into your fire safety deposit box at home, and it will never get ruined, and you won't lose your coins. You could always restore your wallet so I could lose that, pal, but as long as I have my restoration code, you can get it back.
Millcraft. Wow, that's wild.
So those are the three big things. Take it slow, go with a reputable exchange, and make sure you've got a solid custody plan.
Amazing. That thing is so cool.
How geeky is that?
It's fantastic. The epitome of geeky right there. Like, it's got a little dock on there. I wonder how you dock that thing into to watch it. Oh my God. I could imagine. Just please. I have enough problems that every time I do a podcast, I want to get into whatever that topic is. I'm like, I just don't, there's not enough money in the world for me to invest all the things that I want to get into. It's so stupid.
Yeah. Well, the advantage of this is that I think one of these, listen, it could be, you can invest $1,000 today. It could be 10,000 tomorrow. It could be 100,000 in 20 years. We could all lose it all.
Right.
That's really,
it's a crapshoot.
Knows really, but the signs are all there that it's going in the right direction. At the very least, protect yourself.
Right.
That there's an old saying in the crypto world: if you don't own your own keys, you don't own your crypto. Oh. Make sure you own your keys. Make sure you secure them. Make sure you protect yourself.
Well, thanks again.
This is part 1 of a 2-part conversation about cryptocurrency. Stay tuned next week as we continue our conversation with Matt Lapis, founder of Centiro Mining. Stay geeky, everybody. Bye for now. Thanks for tuning into this episode of So You Want to Be a Geek. We'd like to thank the Geekster Media Network. I'm Michael Canetti. I'm your host, producer, and editor. We hope you enjoyed the journey to geekdom as much as we did. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Switbag for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and more geeky goodness. Have a topic you'd like us to discuss or a guest you'd like to hear from? Let us know. So you want to be a geek at gmail.com and stay up to date and join the conversation. Until next time, keep embracing that inner geek and remember, the adventure never ends.
This has been a Geekster Media production.